to the double thick thighs, twin sisters. Drop it down.
Good morning. Good morning. All right, we've had a lot of stuff go on. I'm going to walk you through a little bit of that right now. So, I had so what we're doing, we're on the way to work. We're about to walk into a highly emotional situation where a leader is really needed to be able to manage this whole job. So you're going to see why today. So I'm going to step in and help up today. Now, one of the biggest things I would say I've just learnt that I really want to share with you guys is this. So I believed that before, a couple of years ago, that I was here to kind of be tested and then pass or fail that test. I believe that I was here to go from, where I was, like, a street kid, to being a successful, entrepreneur, raising 2 children from a young age with, solely on my own. That's what I had thought. And inspire people and employ people and inspire them, etc. But what I have just come to learn is, I believe, this is my own belief, is as a soul in, you want to call it heaven, wherever you want to call it, to evolve, to grow as a more evolved soul. How do you grow, right? You grow by learning. And how do you learn? By doing it normally, by doing it, failing it, and then trying again. So for me, I believe that if I wanted to grow as a soul, there are certain things I need to learn. Then I picked this journey to learn something from here. Now, what I've just learned a couple of days ago is in one of my past life before I came. This is my own belief system, right? Is I was, and in my chart, in my astrology chart, it shows that in my past life, I must have been isolated in some way, whether it was living in a monastery, whether it was being in jail, whatever it was. Every time someone would tell me when to eat, someone would tell me when to work, when to shower, when to do this. But when someone tells you to do things and you listen to what someone else says for every part of your day, you're not living intuitively through yourself. Like, you listen to yourself and you go, I'm hungry, it's time to eat. Or I'm tired, it's time to sleep. Or I want to exercise, it's time to exercise. But in my past life, I didn't do that. So I was very much out of body. Now this life, it's very different. It's all about living intuitively through myself, feeling, living my life and feeling what is right. Let's do this, let's do that. Now, forever, I have always been seeking someone to tell me what to do. Forever. And I pay people to do that. But it never works. It never, just set to a routine. Now, I thought that it was just coincidence that I've never been given a routine. I was always between everyone's different houses, between different schools. I had a child at 14 years old. All these things just happened. And whenever I plan to do something, it never actually works. Like, some things do, but what I've come to realize is, because my life has been, like, let's say, for example, I plan 6 o'clock wake up, 7 o'clock breakfast, 8:30. I've done this many times, and it's never worked. But then what has worked is I just end up going, like, I plan something happens and blows my plans out of the way. But then it all works out. So I've just learnt over time that it's all right. It will work out fine. Just, if something comes up, it's okay. Just do it. Just do whatever comes up. So that's fine. I really haven't brought my bloody office key with me. But to understand my past life and to understand that I lived a whole life of being told what to do, no wonder why I always seek it. Like it's so strong, you can't understand unless you've lived my experience. Come, Seth. Oh, my phone's in the car. That it's just a feeling that because I've lived my life so much like that. Alright, I'm just going to pack these orders and I'm going to come straight back to you.